Now we'll see chapter number 6. It is about protection of policyholders' interest. It will cover IRDA regulation on the subject. We will discuss about stages in insurance policies, life insurance policy contents, non-life policy contents, policy servicing, life insurance claims, non-life insurance claims, and key feature document. The regulations dealing with these aspects. First, we will see the important terms which are used. Cover. Cover refers to evidence of existence of insurance contract. Now, generally, policy is the final contract, so it is treated as evidence. But many times, policy is not issued, or some time is required to take to issue the policy. So, cover note is also sufficient as far as these regulations are concerned. Or if certificate of insurance is issued, also it is sufficient for the purpose. But when we go to the court of law, only policy and only policy is valid document. But for the purpose of these regulations, cover note, certificate are also important. Proposal form is application for insurance. You must be knowing when it is used, how to use it, and is there compulsory in other than marine cargo. Other branches, proposal form is compulsory as per IRDA regulations. Material. It is about material fact. All important, essential and relevant information related to underwriting of a risk. So whatever underwriter feels are important information to underwrite the risk are material facts or material information. Prospectus is sales literature. It is document inviting prospective buyer to purchase the cover. It can be in form of prospectus proper or brochure, leaflet, etc. Any document which gives information about the product to be sold and tries to induce the customer, prospective customer, to go in for the product is called prospectus. Now, generally, in case of any policy, whether life or non-life, there are two stages: pre-sale and post-sale. Pre means prior to, before selling. Post means after selling. Okay. So pre-sale includes canvassing by intermediary or directly by insurance company. In these stages, by various methods, intermediaries or insurance company try to convince the prospective clients to go in for a particular type of cover, and those covers to be taken with that particular insurance company only for that they try. This is canvassing, doing publicity or inviting attention about the product. It also includes point of sale. At what point the product is sold, like proposal form, etc., negotiation stage, etc. At that stage, utmost transparency is required on both the sides. Whatever facts are there, material, non-material, but important for underwriting, all those should be declared to the insurance company. And as far as insurance companies are concerned, whatever benefits they are going to give under the policy, that also should be disclosed properly. There should not be hiding of any fact. So it is about following the principle of utmost good faith. So up to proposal, it is pre-sale stage. Once proposal is accepted, premium is paid and policy is issued, contract is concluded. But then comes post-sale. It includes issuing of policy and servicing. Servicing is very, very important in life insurance policy because renewals are required, collection of renewal premium periodically, or changes in the policy, then assignment, nomination, loan, all those things are there. In general insurance policy or non-life, servicing may not involve these many aspects, but there also servicing is important. change of location, increase in sum insured, reduction in sum insured, or sale of property, so policies to be changed, to be endorsed, assigned, all those things are important. So in both life and non-life, pre-sale, post-sale, both are important. Whatever is promised in pre-sale stage should be performed by insurance company as intermediaries in post-sale stage. Now, point of sale, what are IRDA regulation requirements? Insurance company or intermediaries shall make full disclosure about the product. So we saw that utmost good faith is to be followed and there should be transparency. Whatever is to be given only should be promised. If expected return is 5% under any life product, you should not say that we will give you 50% and then subject to something which is not discussed with the client. So full disclosure about the product is necessary. Then information about riders, add-on covers like personal accident cover, disability cover, critical illness cover. These add-ons are additional cover under life insurance policy. Under general or non-life policy also they are add-ons, but they are called add-ons, they are not called riders. This is Indian system, market system, but both mean the same thing. What additional covers are available, that one has to say. And as far as additional covers are concerned, in case of life insurance policy, premium should not be exceeding 30%. So it cannot happen that original premium is less, but when one goes for add-on, for every add-on, premium is much more than the original premium. That is not allowed under regulation. So maximum premium for add-on should be 30%. Then wherever intermediaries are involved, they have to give full information to prospect and allow him to take correct decision. They should not hide things from client, prospective client. And particularly when broker is involved, broker is dealing with many insurance companies. So they have to give comparative information about identical products available or similar products available in the market, and at the most they can recommend that this product will be more suitable to the client's need or this product will be better compared to other products. But final decision should be of the client. So clients should be properly educated and informed, and intermediaries should not try to enforce own decisions on the client. That is very important. Insurer and intermediary to follow the code of conduct. There are code of conducts for agents, corporate agents, brokers, even for insurance companies. And certain associations like Indian Broker Association are also having their rules and regulations, code of conduct. Those are to be followed as far as insurance companies are concerned. They have to follow Life Insurance Council's guidelines or code of conduct, General Insurance Council's guidelines or code of conduct, whatever is applicable. So prior to sale, there should be proper information to the client and full transparency, and very important, following up of principle of utmost good faith. Then as we saw, proposal is compulsory in case of all policies other than marine cargo. As per IRDA guidelines, it should be in regional language or languages approved under Constitution of India. This provision is very important, but in practice you must have seen that this is not followed rigorously. Generally, proposals are issued in English. Very few cases you will find in local language, or in case of public sector companies, you will find in addition to English, in Hindi. But as per IRDA requirements, it should be in regional language also. Certain companies have started the process, and shortly it will be available in regional languages also. Section 45 is to be noted in case of life about cancellation clause, repudiation clause, repudiation of claim clause. We saw in prior chapter that within 2 years, if any claim arises, then claim can be avoided by insurance company for non-disclosure of material fact. So that is to be brought to the notice of proposer. There is no similar section in case of non-life, so there it is not applicable. Then we saw section 41 also, prohibition of rebate. That should be printed on all sales literature and even on proposal form. That rebate is not allowed and anybody should not demand rebate. As far as life insurance policies are concerned, insurance company is to advise the prospective clients that they can make nomination, and they should encourage the prospective clients to go in for nomination. Generally in proposal form, nomination form is part of that, or nomination form is issued along with proposal form. When insurance company receives the proposal form, they will also ask the client to submit nomination form. As per IRDA regulations, after receipt of proposal form, within 15 days, insurance company has to give its decision. As far as life insurance company is concerned, 15 days is reasonably good time. General insurance also, this is allowed, but in practice it generally takes much lesser time, because general insurance policies do not involve lot of collection of data, etc., or referring to experts like doctors collecting medical reports, etc. In mediclaim insurance it may take time, but the property insurance, etc., it doesn't take much time in practice, unless it is very big risk and to be referred to reinsurance company, or complicated proposal to be referred to head office of company, etc. But outer limit is 15 days as per IRDA regulations for both life and non-life companies. Now once proposal is accepted, premium is paid, post-sale procedure comes into force, and very important is about free look period. The free look period is generally given under life policies. It has not started for non-life policies yet. There, client can return the policy within 15 days if he is not satisfied about the contents of the policy or cover granted to him, or if he feels that whatever is given to him is not suitable for his requirement, so he can return the premium. So this can be available for medical policy or personal accident policies also. So during free look, client is having time to take decision whether to continue with policy or no. If he doesn't want to continue, he can give notice to the insurance company and ask for cancellation of cover. In case of cancellation of cover, insurance company will return the balance of the premium after deduction for medical test if they have spent, stamp duty if they have paid, and risk premium. Now for 15 days, suppose client has kept policy for 10 days. So for 10 days, whatever is the premium, that will be deducted from the premium paid, and balance will be refunded. Yesterday we saw that free look period can also encourage in money laundering. So this aspect is to kept in mind, and there should not be any continuous or constant or frequent cancellation of policy demanded by a single customer. That is very important. Now what any policy of insurance should contain? First, life insurance policy. It should contain the details about the plan, what type of plan is given, whether it is participating or non-participating, whether part of the profit will be paid as bonus or no bonus will be paid, that is participating, non-participating. If profit is to be paid by way of bonus, what type of bonus will be paid? Whether immediately it will be paid, or will be paid at the end of policy period, or it will be simple, or it will be along with interest, or it will be in the form of reversionary bonus. Then what are policy benefits conditions, add-on covers, all those details have to be given. Date of commencement of policy and date of maturity of policy also to be given. Premium details, how much premium is to be paid, what is the frequency of payment of premium, whether monthly, whether quarterly, whether 6 monthly or whether annually, whether single premium or whether through salary saving schemes. Then what is the age at the time of entry, whether age is admitted or not admitted. Then policy requirements about paid up and surrender. Paid up is reduction of sum insured when client is unable to pay during currency of policy premiums. So future premiums is unable to pay. So policy is stopped at particular date and sum insured is reduced, money is paid on maturity. Surrender, the policy is cancelled and money is paid immediately, but there are certain conditions to make policy surrender, and those conditions have to be written down in the life insurance policy. When it will be allowed, how much premium will be refunded, etc. It should also contain exclusions. In what circumstances cover is not available or claim will not be paid. Provisions about nomination, assignment, loans, procedure, etc. to be mentioned. If any special conditions are there, they should be mentioned. Insurer's address for communication. This is very, very important. Where to communicate for any help or any policy servicing. Okay, that is very, very important. Sometimes policy is issued by one office, but servicing is handled by another office. So whichever office is supposed to handle servicing, that office's address is to be given, phone number, email, etc. Then in event of claim, what documents will be required? That is to be mentioned. What is free-look period, whether allowed or not allowed. In case of unit-linked insurance policy, purchase of unit option on cancellation, whether allowed or not allowed, that is to be mentioned. Now, as far as non-life or general insurance policy is concerned, it should have insured's name and bank's name. As we saw that if policy is assigned in the beginning, then bank's name will appear on the face of the policy as joint insured. Like Bank of India account, ABC Company Limited. That is insured's name and bank's name. Then full description of property insured or subject matter of insurance in non-property insurances. Location, etc. in case of property insurance. Sum insured under all the policies. Liability policies, it can be AOA, AOY, any one accident, any 1 year, any one policy period. In case of workmen compensation policy or employees liability insurance policy, there may not be any sum insured, but then insurance company will write as per applicable law. So whatever liability of the client is there under Employees Liability Insurance Act, that is the sum insured. Those things have to be mentioned. The period of insurance, from which date to which date. General insurance policies are generally for 1 year, but there is provision for taking policy for less than 1 year. It can be longer period also in case of project insurance, like EAR, CAR, etc. or policies covering householders, which can be long term up to 10 years, 15 years, as allowed by IRDA. The premium details, whether premium are paid, if yes, details, how much is paid. In general insurance, without payment of premium, policy will not come into force. How much premium? If long-term policy, whether installments allowed, due dates of installments and payment of premium. Service tax also to be mentioned on the face of the policy wherever it is applicable. Terms and conditions of the policies are to be mentioned. And like life claim procedure, claim documents to be mentioned. Special conditions, if any, are to be mentioned. That insurance company can say that during rainy season, the cargo should be stored only in covered warehouse. It should not be kept in open. But non-rainy season, it can remain in open. Like that, they can impose special conditions or something like access, franchise, deductible, all that can also be mentioned. Then like life insurance address for communication, that is also very important. Suppose some pro forma or forms are to be sent to the insurance company, then that is also to be enclosed. Now generally in non-life, insurance companies are not attaching forms because they are available on net, or insurance companies are having branches in nearly all major areas. But in case of overseas travel policy, insurance company will attach claim form also, because overseas it is not possible to get the claim form from local address, because that is very difficult to get. Client may not be having net facility, etc. And if net is there, that form may not be available, other problems may be there. So claim form is attached. He can lodge claim with overseas agent of insurance company. So claim form is generally attached. But as far as possible, wherever possible, they are to be attached with the policy. That is IRDA's requirement. In case of any complaint or non-compliance of client requirement as to servicing of policy or handling of claims, what is to be done by the client, where to approach, whom to approach, etc. should be given in the policy. Every insurer to have own procedure. Every insurance company should have grievance redressal mechanism. Every insurance company should have grievance department which should handle the grievances of the client and in satisfactory manner. And this procedure and working of the grievance department is closely monitored by IRDA. So policy should contain the procedure and information about outside agency like ombudsman. Ombudsman is there for personal line claims. We'll see later in next session. And he is outside agency. So where ombudsman is available, ombudsman is not available in every city. They are generally available at 11 or 12 places in India. So which is the nearest ombudsman and whose jurisdiction the particular ombudsman comes. So about that information is to be given in the policy. Then supply of proposal form and medical reports is compulsory in case of life insurance policy and also in case of medical insurance policy. This is to be done on demand, but as customer service, insurance companies are required to give this. They can give Xerox copies of the proposal forms, photocopies rather. Then notice about options available to be given to assured on lapse of the policy. When policy is to be lapsed in case of mainly life insurance policy, then what options are available to the assured? Whether he can go in for paid up or whether he should go for cancellation simple or he should go for loan, whatever procedures are available, options are available, that is to be informed by giving separate notice. Now policy servicing includes so many aspects, whether it is life or non-life, like change of address of the client in case of communication. This is very, very important, because in case of life policy, renewal notice is to be given periodically. In case of general also, communications can be made about change, about renewal notice. So change of address is to be incorporated in the records of insurance company, sometimes on the face of policy also. In case of change of nomination in life policy, insurance company has to record. We saw that what is the nomination. Similarly, assignments are also to be recorded by life insurance companies. In case of non-life, insurance company has to pass an endorsement incorporating the assignee's interest. In case of life, once again, what is the current status? What is the sum insured under the policy? Bonus, whether declared, included, what is the value of bonus, etc. Whether all premiums are paid, premiums paid up to what date. All this information should be available to insured on demand. Then if client wants to take loan against life policy, how much he is entitled, then what is the procedure, that is also to be mentioned. If clients require duplicate policy, then what is to be done? Under general insurance, non-life, it is simple procedure. Other than for marine cargo and hull. But in case of life, marine cargo and marine hull, there is different procedure. Because these documents are treated as, or rather on par with negotiable documents. They are treated as property and can be transferred. So whoever is transferee or assignee gets financial interest in the document. So for issuing duplicate documents of life policy, marine cargo policy, marine hull policy, legal process is to be followed. So what is the process? That is important. Clients should be guided properly. Other branches like motor, fire, duplicate policy can be issued by way of copy and insurance company certifying that as duplicate policy. That's simple, but process is to be done. Endorsements have to be passed for various changes, increase in sum insured, under non-life policy, decrease in sum insured, then increase in the risk, add-on cover during currency of policy. So many things are involved. Then claim process. Whenever any claim arises, what is to be done by the client? Though it is written on the policy in general terms, he is to be guided by the insurance company properly. Now claim settlement. In life, as we saw that policy is to list the documents required, and if any, after submission of documents, if insurance company is having any query, they should raise within 15 days. And after the client has replied, within 30 days the claim should be finalized. There may be some delay due to verification of some documents like age record, age proof at the time of taking policy or during currency of the policy. If policyholder has not given the proof of his age at the time of settlement, it is very important document, and insurance company will not settle the claim till age proof is given. So for that there may be delay, but for that delay it is not insurance company's fault, but in spite of that, because they are holding money, they have to pay interest as per saving bank rate. Now suppose 30 days are over, still insurance company not settling claim in spite of insured or claimant submitting all documents, completing a whole procedure. In that case, it is insurer's fault, and the IRDA regulation applicable bank rate. Now this is bank rate for lending. It is much more than saving bank interest rate on 1st April of current financial year. So if we are talking about current year, lending rate on 1st April 2013 plus 2% interest. This is to be given proportionately for number of days delay. That is claim settlement procedure. Claim settlement for general, there should be intimation of claim to the insurance company, and if survey is required, then survey should be appointed within 72 hours. Generally for property insurance, survey is required to be appointed. So insurance company should appoint surveyor within 72 hours. Surveyor will visit the site, inspect, he will assess the loss generally and inform insurance company about estimate of loss. When documents asked by him are given by the client, he can prepare the report. So from the date of his appointment, he should collect all the required documents from the claimant, prepare and finalizing his report within 30 days of his appointment. Now because certain claims may be technical nature or delay is likely to take place, or in case of property insurance like fire policy, industrial all these policies, reinstatement is to take longer. In that case, claim cannot be finalized, so he has to issue his provisional report. Or many times there may be some query by insurance company on surveyor's report. In that case, after receipt of the report, insurance company has to raise within 3 weeks. Surveyor has to reply within 15 days, and after receiving surveyor's reply, claim is to process and finalize within 30 days. And offer of settlement of claim is made to the client. If client accepts the claim, then from the date of acceptance, within 7 days, payment is to be made. If payment is delayed beyond 7 days, then once again, like life, you have to pay rate of interest for lending rate of banks plus 2%. Now it is suggestion by IRDA, it is not yet become regulation or law, to insurance companies to issue key feature documents by way of customer service. If you have seen any of the policies, whether life or non-life, you will see that life insurance companies are issuing very long documents. I have seen certain policies of 40 pages. Even in general insurance, whether terms and conditions are applicable or not applicable, they are attached to the policy. And whatever terms and conditions are applicable, they are mentioned on the schedule of the policy. So it is very much difficult for client or layman who is not conversant with insurance to understand the document. So to make him understand the document, key feature document is to be issued. That is suggestion of IRDA. So what are the suggestions? Document should be in clear format. It should be in simple language. Wherever possible, examples have to be given. Policyholders' obligations are to be kept in mind. What policyholder is required to do under terms of policy, those are to be highlighted. And the document should be of reasonable length. You cannot say in one para you are summarizing. Or it should not be very lengthy like policy itself. It may be ideally 1 or 2 pages like executive summary. But it should not sacrifice any information for the sake of length. Then technical jargon should be avoided as far as possible, and it should not be in fine print, because there is general complaint against insurance companies that they put important conditions in fine print, very small letters. So they have suggested font size of minimum 14 as per present norms. Now we will see one specimen of key features document. What it should contain. It is given in the book, we are summarizing here. What is the aim of policy? So it is endowment and life. We are taking example of life policy. It is endowment plus whole life policy. Type of policy, it is with profit policy. On whom policy can be taken? It can be taken only for self. Other person it can be taken. Eligibility conditions. What is minimum, maximum and maturity ages? That the key feature document specifies. What are the features of the policy? Then proof of age. If it is wrongly mentioned, what will happen? Age is admitted, non-admitted. So if it wrongly mentioned and premium is likely to affect it, or underwriting features are going to be affected, the insurer will mention that it can prejudice the claim. Then premium payment mode, yearly, half yearly, quarterly or monthly. Grace period, available, not available. Generally it is available 15 days or 30 days. 15 days for monthly payment, other payments, 30 days grace period. Policy term, whole type, and term option is also available. Sum insured, minimum 1 lakh. Policy flexibility, here it is no flexibility, but critical illness available, can be added as add-on during currency of policy. Policy surrender allowed, yes, after 3 years. So surrender value will be 30% of the premiums paid during 3 years. Benefit is not payable. What is not payable? So example given is suicide within 1 year of the taking of the policy. Subsequently, this is also available. Policy lapsation, when policy will lapse and what will happen? a premium is paid for 3 years, whether surrender is possible or no, or paid up is possible or no, what are the procedures, etc. Policy forfeiture will arise when premium is not paid. Whether policy can be revived, yes. What are the conditions for revival? Whether any extra premium is to be paid, whether fresh medical test required, fresh proposal required, fresh health declaration required, etc. Free look provision and amount refundable. So 15 days free look period. What conditions are there? Notice. How much premium will be refunded? Loan available? Yes, available. What are the terms and conditions? That is mentioned. Assignment and nomination. Notice to the insurance company is required. What are the benefits? Main benefits are on the policy, plus add-on, extra benefits, riders, agents, who is the agent and his details for servicing the policies, complaints, who will handle the complaints on behalf of insurance company, escalation of complaints. Suppose complaints are not addressed by insurance company, where client can go. So insurance ombudsman in case of life insurance. Insurance here IRDA address also can be given. They also handle the complaints. Benefit illustration. If any benefits are mentioned, generally under ULIP policies, so it is example is to be given in easily understandable manner. So today we discuss pre-sale and post-sale stages in insurance policies. What policies should contain life insurance policy, what non-life policy should contain, and policy servicing, life insurance claim. Policy servicing should be done within 10 days of receipt of a request by the insurance company under IRDA regulations. Life insurance claims, non-life insurance claims, and key feature document contents. Today we discuss all these points. Any question, as I told you, we will deal on last day, that is 7th November 2013. Thank you.